Hi guys, it's Henry from IFE. So today I want to talk about South Africa wealth tax and how it may affect a lot of South Africans living in South Africa, and also what about the potential options you have if you're a South African that this may apply to. So first of all, what is a South African wealth tax? Well, it's a tax imposed by the South African government to tax the affluent, or the supposed affluent described by the South African government, that they impose on being anyone that's worth 3.82 million South African rand, or equivalent of just under $250,000 of the present exchange rate. So this isn't just you have $250,000 or 3.82 million rand in the bank. No, it includes your entire net worth. So if you've got a house in South Africa that's worth 100,000, you've got a bit in the bank, you may have a bit in crypto and savings, that adds up to over that, you're going to get the tax. Also, if you've just got a house that's worth it, again, it's going to apply to you. So it's really not that high level. When you think about it, presently in the UK, the average house is well over $250,000. So any homeowner, though it's a bit cheaper in South Africa, any modest owner or modest income earner will have that amount in the bank or in their present net wealth. So what is the tax going to be? Well, it's going to be every year 3 to 7% on this wealth tax. So I want to go into a bit of detail of why I think this is a bit ludicrous. One is South Africa needs to do something about the wealth gap. It's stated in a few articles that it's got one of the worst inequalities in the world, worse than the US, UK, Russia, France, etc. And it needs to impose on doing something about it, and also it's been implemented further through the pandemic as well of COVID, and needing to make up the kind of the government deficit that it now has. But why hasn't it done something before, and why also has it got losing business? Now, you don't see Singapore imposing a wealth tax, you don't see Switzerland looking at these kind of taxes, especially at this kind of low rate. And why hasn't it opened it up to be more a free economic zone? This is kind of Mauritius, for example, is taking all the business out of Africa from a financial club. That's getting a lot of the businesses. Mauritius, you don't see people going to or wanting to go to South Africa, although it having a lot of advantages of the kind of natural landscape, the farming, the mining, has a lot of internal wealth, but it doesn't seem to be optimizing on this. So it's just a personal kind of criticism about South Africa. So what can you do if you're a South African personnel that may be affected about this? Now, South Africa has imposed an expat tax, and it's been written up to have a kind of US-style tax system to tax everyone from leaving, because they are leaving South Africa and they want to get out of South Africa and they don't want to be imposed by this tax. This would be as good a time as any if you are that person to look at options renouncing your South African citizenship. If you've got inheritance, a lot of them have UK, Dutch ancestry, look at getting that, or moving to another citizenship program if you are a high net worth individual, either in the European or some of the cheaper options in the Caribbean are available. I think now is a good time to look at that. So if you do have any questions about South African expats, how the wealth tax might affect you, what are the options, feel free to get in touch at info@investmentforexpats.com.